You're about to see a quest of a younger man's journey, a Mohican man who discovered something so profound while on a hunting trip. It would only begin revealing itself to him 40 years later, until he was found worthy of its telling, taking him from his world to the realm of the Knights Templar.
In my search for a team, as an investigator, I started to search the world over. I was able to make contact with Sean Williamson from Scotland. He is also from the Clan Gunn family that worked closely with the Sinclairs. Sean is a master stonemason, and he's also an ancient stone master. He has great knowledge on stone carving, the techniques used, and the ability to examine an existing carving and determine how it was carved and what type of instruments were used to carve that. Sean also makes a lot of his own tools for carving, so he understands these carving techniques. He is an expert on Knights Templar, their history, their travels. He worked with the late Andrew Sinclair and inherited all of his work. And Sean has also sailed the Great Lakes and became familiar with Native Americans. Sean had worked with a film producer by the name of Alan Scott in the past and thought that he might be a good fit for our team. So I interviewed Alan, and I found out that when he was about 15 years old, he had left home because he had such a passion when he saw a motion picture one time, and he wanted to learn every aspect he could of how these films were made. This led him on to become an assistant film cameraman, freelancing for two main TV networks. One was the BBC, and one was ITV television. And then he went to work for many TV newsrooms as he gained more experience. In working for the BBC, he was filming many documentaries, so he had a great understanding of how to do this. Alan also presented his own version of what he saw in his mind. He wanted to be so authentic, without the slightest chance of being misleading. And when Alan and I discussed this at great length, and that was always his thoughts, to tell it as truthfully and accurately as possible, that's when Alan Scott joined Team Templar North America.